Hey yo, y'all, it is Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, looking at the initial 53-man roster, things will be changing within a day or two, so this is not completely set in stone, but this is just for the NFL deadline by 4 p.m. Eastern Time, recording this around 5 o'clock Eastern Time, getting the official word on the whole roster. A lot of changes happening, but for the most part, this is pretty much what we expected for the 49ers roster. Some things are happening like injuries and a certain holdout, but it's pretty much set in stone on who we got to play for the rest of the year in 2023. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Again, made a video earlier today talking about Robbie Gould maybe coming to the team again if they see that Jake Moody is not ready to play. A lot of things, a lot of uncertainty in that position, but hopefully the 49ers do get that sorted out. And yeah, let's just get into it. Before I do, per usual, like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for listening to this. And let's just get this started. 49ers, 53-man roster. I won't do a complete analysis on every single roster position, but some notable ones that are new to the team or a little bit surprising. I'll be talking about that right here, right now. So guys that got cut, that are probably going to come back due to the deadline of 4 p.m. roster cut deadline by the NFL. Kerry Hyder and Austin Bryant, they should be returning tomorrow on Wednesday on the 53-man roster after they finish all those transactions of PUP list, injury reserve, all that cool stuff. Kerry Hyder, that's no surprise. He's such a great player for us in San Francisco. The COVID year 2020, as you all know, he did really well for us when Nick Bosa was out for the rest of the year. Filled that role really perfectly, and I can't wait to have him again for another year in San Francisco. Quarterback position, looking down the list, Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant right here, getting the nod for the starting quarterback spot. No surprise there at all. I kind of had a feeling even after the season was over that he will be the number one quarterback. He is indeed the number one quarterback. Sam Darnold, not surprised there at all. Trey Lance, I thought he was going to be the third quarterback coming into this, but I'm assuming Trey Lance wanted out after that, after hearing that he won the third quarterback position. Got into the Dallas Cowboys, so best of luck to him in Dallas. Hopefully he can do something there in a few years. Brandon Allen will be the third quarterback for this team. Honestly, we need like 4 or 5 quarterbacks because the way the 49ers roster is for the quarterback position for the past few years, it's pretty ridiculous that they all get hurt. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that Purdy stays healthy all year, but the way the 49ers have had quarterback injury history, I'll just keep it like that. So 30 quarterbacks, no surprise at all. Guys look like they can come through when they need you to. Brock Purdy, I'm excited for big time. Running backs, no big surprises here. McCaffrey, the number one guy. Elijah Mitchell, he's always injury riddled, so hopefully he can stay healthy as much as he can. Davis Price, no surprise. Jordan Mason, Kyle Juszczyk, pretty much the same running backs from last year. Pretty good list right there. Wide receivers, all these guys, they're all new. The only new guy is Ronnie Bell, almost the very last pick in the 7th round this year. Made a lot of headway. I didn't really talk about him too much, but everything that we've seen in the preseason training camp, he looked like he's performing really well. His other wide receiver brothers like Brendel and Aiyuk have said great things about him, and that's good right there. So you got Deebo, Aiyuk, Jennings, Ray McCloud, return man, Danny Gray, and Ronnie Bell. So pretty much the same, minus Bell being the new guy for this whole list right here. Tight ends, putting 4 guys on this list: George Kittle, Ross Dwelley, Brayden, Willis, and Charlie Woerner. For the most part, the same. Cameron Littell, the rookie guy, he's been placed on injury reserve list. So pretty much the same list. No surprises right there. And George Kittle, number one tight end, I believe, in the NFL. Offensive linemen, pretty much the same. Got some new faces here, but overall, very confident in this whole offensive line puzzle, you want to call it, and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens there. Colton McKivitz will be the starting right tackle after Mike McGlinchey leaving the 49ers to go to Denver. That should be interesting there. Hopefully he makes some headway there, does really great in that spot. But other than that, this offensive line looks really good. The starters with Williams, Banks, Brendel, and Burford. I mean, those guys should do a really good job for the offensive line this year. Trent Williams, I mean, we all know what he stands for the left tackle position. Defensive linemen, for the most part, the same list, I would say. Nick Bosa is currently out due to a holdout. But other than that, looking at the guys that are on this team right now, Javon Kinlaw, hopefully he can make a big impact this year. Drake Jackson, not too bad of a rookie year, but he just needs some more playing time. Arik Armstead, we know what he stands for. Javon Hargrave, the big guy, the big fish in free agency. Clean Ferrell, very happy that he made the roster. I heard a lot of great things from him, and he made some plays in the preseason. And hopefully he can get a career resurrection after his past couple of years in the NFL with the Raiders and stuff like that. That's going to be awesome news right there. Kevin Givens, great player. Robert Beal, new to the team. Kalia Davis, also new to the team. Bosa is currently not on this list right now, but I'm pretty sure they're going to figure out what they're going to do with him and give a big contract to him because he definitely deserves it big time. Linebacker position, for the most part, the same guys. I can't really see anything different. A couple of guys did leave from this past offseason, like Alshire. He went to Tennessee, but we got our big guys like Fred Woerner, Dre Greenlaw, Flanagan Fowles. I expect him to have a big role this year since Alshire is gone. That should be a good list right there. So hopefully everything goes well for that. Cornerbacks, for the most part, the same list right here. You got Charvarius Ward. I think he could be an all-pro this year if he gets more recognition. Samuel Womack, I think he's going in his second year. Lenore, he should be great as well. He struggled early on, rookie year, but I believe he's getting better. The same thing with Ambry Thomas. I believe he's going to get better as well. And veteran Isaiah Oliver. So a lot of guys there. Hopefully they do well. I know that's all I keep saying. Safeties, no surprise right here. Hufanga, Tyshawn Gibson, George Odom, Jair Brown, the rookie guy, highest draft pick of 2023. Pretty good list right there, and Brown should do a really good job in the next year or two. I'm assuming he's going to take over the spot once Gibson calls it a career for the most part. He looked like he was contemplating retirement, but he is going to stick around and play with Hufanga one more time, and that's just awesome right there because he was balled out big time last year in 2022. At specialty, Jake Moody, Mitch Wisnowski, and Taylor Pepper, no surprise right there, but Moody will probably be on the injured list for a little bit, so we'll see if they can fill that spot up with potentially Robbie Gould. Zane Gonzalez, I think, is heading to the injury list, so he's definitely unavailable, but to have Robbie Gould on the free agent market, I mean, that's a big opportunity for the 49ers right there, so we'll see what that leads us to. Maybe they don't want to sign him because if he does really well, then what's the point of hiring Jake Moody in the first place? That I could see some conflicting scheduling right there, but at the same time, Gould, you know who he is. You know what he stands for. He's a really good kicker. He's probably still been practicing in the offseason. I assume that he would do a really good job for the 49ers if they do pick him up this week to play for a few games when Moody gets back. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about this whole 53-man roster. There wasn't too many surprises. Everything looked like it turned out what you expect from the 49ers team. This team is locked and ready to load. Some questionable things like the kicker position, as I said. Nick Bosa, are they going to sign him to a long-term deal very soon? Those are really two of the biggest questions. But other than that, I like the roster. I like what the team and the direction it's going to, and I hope they do well for this first week game against Pittsburgh. That's it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Much appreciative. What do you guys think about the roster? Good, bad, indifferent. And I'll catch you guys up more this week when I talk more about the 49ers. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.